Hello everyone and welcome back to my art studio with yet another episode of me drawing and painting, and where I'm commenting on the stuff that I'm doing. As some of you know, this character is something I'm working on. I'm working on an idea for a children's book, and this is one of the characters in that book. And so I thought I would just use him again today. I wetted the background here, and I went in with Indigo, and then I go in with Rose Madder here, and a smaller brush, and Indigo on top of that again. I removed some of the paint with a kind of a stick of, I just rolled up a stick with a paper towel, and I sprinkled some salt over the painting. Normal table salt. And I made a video yesterday where I did the same. I really like that the effect it has after it dries. You know, you have to wait until it dries. Yesterday it dried pretty quickly. I said 10 minutes, I think, yesterday. I maybe took more than that. But you will understand or feel when it's completely dry, and when it is, I think this one took about 20 minutes. Then I just brushed the table salt off, and since the salt is so dry, it sucks the water out of the paper some places, and then it also then takes some of the paint with it, and that's how it happens to look now. Then when it's dry and you brush it up, it leaves this kind of a frost winter kind of a look. I really enjoy that. I think it's an interesting effect. So now trying to establish everything, like some details and where his arms are going to be, and where the shadows are, and it's a very limited palette. And if you've been following my videos, you know which colors I'm using. I'm trying to follow the principle of a limited palette. I use only three colors. I think that's the only thing I'm using in this one. Yeah, I think so. It's the Cadmium Lemon, the yellow color. And it's Rose Madder, the red color. And Indigo, the blue color. And I also made little violet by mixing the indigo together with the Rose Madder color. And there's also some orange in there, but it's also mixed up with the yellow and the red. I'm also using some watercolor pencils in this one, and this time I will try to do that from now on. I will make a list in the description over all the tools that I'm using, just to make it a little bit more convenient for people. So then I just have to remember everything I'm using. And art tools are very personal. I mean, it's all these different things that, sometimes I run out of certain things. I don't have it anymore. And then I go and buy, or I want to go and get a new one. Let's say I run out of ink pens. If I have like my fine liners. I run out of this. Let's say this one I use now for making my signature. Let's say it runs out of ink, and I go to the art supply store, and maybe they don't have that one, but they have something similar. You know, some other fine liner, which also are, you know, pigment fast and waterproof and all these things that I want it to be. And then I try that, and maybe that's maybe better or just as good. So a lot of times, you know, for instance, this white pen I'm using a lot lately. It's I had a lot of these different white pens, and there's always like some of them are. I mean, I have still yet to find the perfect pen, but I think this one is good. But the thing is that sometimes these pens are a little unpredictable. Some of them runs out of ink or gel. Isn't this one? They run out of it, or yeah. And some of them, yeah, very quickly gets empty for some reason, and others last for a long time, and like from the same brand. And sometimes they clog, but this, I was lucky with this last one. It's been lasting for a long time, and I haven't had too many problems with it. Yeah, but let's say when I run out of this, I will have to get something else, or I'll probably just go back to use a white gouache. So yeah, that works just as fine. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, art tools. You try something, and then you try something else, and then all of a sudden you have a few favorite things. And it's all about the feel, I think. Does it feel good to use it? You know, does it complement your does it resonate with what you want to make? And yeah. I still feel like I'm learning. I mean, I feel like me sitting and having to try to teach watercolors is very strange, because I still feel like I have so much more to learn. There's, you know, never an end to what you can try. And that's the cool thing about watercolors. It's difficult, but that's what makes it so interesting, you know, because it's so unpredictable sometimes. So it's something about watercolors where you just let the watercolors follow. You let yourself be led by the watercolors, and it will kind of tell you what happens, what's supposed to happen. And this little bird here up in the top, well, I hadn't planned to make that one. It was just it just happened. I just saw it, and and it had a hat on, of course. So that's what it became. And yeah, if you see the video from yesterday, and I guess a lot of you did, but then you can see that I found the face in the forest, you know, the troll. Yeah, I think that's what I can get the time to talk about today, because now the illustration is finished. But I wish you all a good evening or a day or whatever you have, wherever you are at the moment. You must have a good one. And until next time, yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.